What if your memory loss wasn't caused by aging at all? Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, Japan's oldest physician, stayed mentally sharp until 105, and today will reveal the subtle biological changes he believed were behind forgetfulness. And the steps he used may help you protect your memory, starting tonight. After 60, memory doesn't disappear overnight. It fades in quiet ways as names vanish, errands go unfinished, the mind feels foggy. But Dr. Hinohara believed it's not just age, it's how the body shifts from within. And now, the science finally backs him up. This video explores 6 surprising triggers of memory loss, and the habits that gently reverse them. You're not broken. Your brain may just need a different kind of care. 1. The forgotten hormone, brain insulin resistance. Let's begin with something most doctors never mention. Your brain can actually become resistant to insulin. Now, insulin isn't just about blood sugar. It's the key that helps your brain cells unlock fuel, glucose, so they can form memories, store names, and keep you focused. But after 60, those keys get bent. The locks, your brain cells, stop responding. And what happens next feels like trying to start your car with the wrong key. It grinds, it stalls, it forgets. This isn't theory. A 2017 NIH post-mortem study looked at the brains of seniors who struggled with memory. What they found was stunning. A 40% reduction in insulin receptor activity in memory centers like the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex. Translation? The brain was starving, even when blood sugar was high. This phenomenon now has a name: type 3 diabetes. Memory decline driven not by age, but by insulin resistance in the brain. So, what can you do? Dr. Hinohara didn't rely on pills. He focused on food as medicine. And one of his go-to protocols now has research behind it. Omega-3 fatty acids. In a German study from 2016, adults over 60 who took 1,000 milligrams of omega-3 EPA-DHA daily for 6 months showed an 18% improvement in object location memory. The best part? You can start with food. Try 2 servings per week of cold water fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel, or take a daily fish oil capsule with at least 1,000 milligrams combined EPA plus DHA. To absorb it better, take it with your largest meal, and look for the triglyceride form on the label. It's absorbed 70% better. Let me tell you about Rosa, 67. She called her brain fog soup. Forgot appointments, lost track mid-sentence. After starting a morning routine with omega-3s and breakfast fish twice a week, she said, "It's like my brain finally turned the lights back on." So, if you've been forgetting small things, it might not be your age. It might be your brain's energy switch, waiting to be flipped back on. 2. Cortisol, the acid that shrinks memory. Let's talk about something almost invisible, but devastating to your memory. Cortisol. Cortisol is your body's main stress hormone. It's designed to help you in short bursts, like slamming the brakes or reacting quickly. But as we age, something changes. After 60, your cortisol recovery slows down. Instead of resetting after a stressful moment, it stays elevated, like a faucet that won't turn off. And that's when the damage begins. Cortisol acts like acid, dripping on the very connections in your brain where memory forms. Your synapses. University of Iowa researchers studied this using senior rats, the equivalent of 65-year-old humans. They exposed them to chronic stress and found something startling. Memory performance dropped by 22%, and their brains had 20% fewer synapses in the prefrontal cortex. That's the area responsible for decision-making, working memory, and staying organized. Now think about your daily rhythm. Do you feel scattered after an argument? Forget why you walked into the room when you're rushed? That's cortisol in action. Dr. Hinohara believed that rhythm was medicine. He took time to pause after meals, a walk, a gentle breath, a cup of green tea, not just for digestion, but to lower internal stress. Here's something practical you can try. 10 to 20 minutes of calm movement after your largest meal, a slow walk, breathing while watching trees, even light stretching. Studies show this reduces cortisol spikes, especially in seniors, and may help preserve memory. Take Frank, 71. He used to rush straight from lunch into emails and errands. He felt foggy, overwhelmed, and kept losing his train of thought. After adding a simple after-lunch walk, his words returned. "It's like my mind found its rhythm again," he said. So, let me ask you, have you ever noticed how your memory changes on stressful days? If so, your brain might not be broken. It might just be under siege from silent acid. Have you tried a simple after-meal walk or breathing break? Let me know in the comments. Your habits may inspire someone else. 3. Inflammation in disguise, cytokines and memory decay. There's a kind of inflammation that doesn't hurt, but it burns your memory from the inside out. And most seniors have no idea it's happening. Let me explain. Your immune system produces tiny signaling proteins called cytokines, like IL-1 beta and IL-6. In small amounts, they help you heal, but as we age, our immune system goes on overdrive. It starts pumping out 2 to 3 times more cytokines, even when there's no infection. It's like a fire alarm stuck in the on position. And guess where these signals travel? Straight to your brain's memory centers. Aging brains exposed to chronic cytokine activity show accelerated shrinkage in the hippocampus, the very area that stores names, directions, and long-term memories. Researchers now call this neuroinflammation, and it's one of the most silent and correctable drivers of senior forgetfulness. What most people don't realize is, this isn't just about what you remember. It's also about how easily you get overwhelmed, because inflammation slows your brain's processing speed, like pouring molasses over a circuit board. But there's hope. Dr. Hinohara believed in the anti-inflammatory rhythm of food and tea, and now we have science to back it up. One of the most powerful memory-calming nutrients? Curcumin, found in turmeric. But here's the catch. Curcumin is hard to absorb, so here's what works. Take 500 milligrams, curcumin with black pepper extract, piperine, once a day. Best taken with a small fat-based meal like avocado or olive oil. Stay consistent for at least 21 days. Angela, 74, used to feel like conversations blurred together. Her daughter made her a turmeric ginger tea each morning, adding black pepper and coconut milk. By week 3, Angela said, "It's like my mind can breathe again." So if your memory feels like it's stuck in fog, your brain may not need more stimulation. It might just need the inflammation to quiet down. 4. Gut-brain link, memory's telephone line. What if the real reason your memory's been slipping isn't in your head, but in your gut? Science now confirms something Dr. Hinohara suspected for decades. Your gut and brain are constantly talking. Through the vagus nerve, a long cable of nerves that connects your belly to your brain. Think of it like an old telephone line. When the signal's clear, memory flows. But when the gut is inflamed, the line crackles, and your brain receives static instead of clarity. Here's the hidden problem. As we age, the population of good bacteria in our gut drops dramatically. Bad microbes take over, and they don't just cause bloating or indigestion. They send inflammatory messages straight to your hippocampus, disrupting memory, focus, even mood. A groundbreaking 2020 mouse study proved this. Researchers transferred gut bacteria from older mice into younger ones. Within days, the young mice began to show cognitive decline, just from the shift in microbes. So, how do we protect this memory line? Dr. Hinohara believed in consistency over complexity. He drank fermented drinks, ate seasonal vegetables, and what we now call prebiotics. He just called real food. Here's a 3-step gut protocol you can start today. Prebiotics. Eat half a cup cooked oats or 1 banana daily to feed good bacteria. Fermented foods. Add half cup kefir, plain yogurt, or sauerkraut to your lunch 21-day consistency. Don't skip days. Bacteria need steady support to rebuild. Let me share Tom's story. He's 69 and sharp as a tack, except in the evenings. He said, "My memory would just fuzz out around 6 p.m. His daughter suggested kefir and oats in the morning. 3 weeks in, he told me, "It's like my brain doesn't shut off early anymore." So, if your mind feels foggy, especially in the afternoon, it might not be a brain problem. It could be a gut signal, lost in static. 5. Melatonin, your brain's janitor. Now, let's talk about the one thing your memory can't function without: deep sleep. Not just rest, but the kind of sleep where your brain cleans itself. You see, during deep sleep, your brain releases a hormone called melatonin. Melatonin signals your neurons to slow down and activates a nightly cleanup crew. Imagine a quiet janitor entering after hours, sweeping away clutter, trash, and mental toxins. But here's the issue. After 60, melatonin production drops by 50 to 80%. And that's not all. Levels of GABA, another calming brain chemical, also fall. Without them, your brain struggles to clear beta amyloid, the sticky protein linked to memory loss and Alzheimer's. So, what happens? You may sleep, but your brain doesn't recover. Toxins stay, memories blur, and the fog never fully lifts. Dr. Hinohara believed in sacred evening rituals: no screens, slow tea. A window cracked for cool air. Science now shows he was years ahead of his time. Here's what you can do: the brain cleaning sleep protocol. Take 1 to 3 milligrams of melatonin 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Combine it with a small serving of protein like almonds or yogurt to support GABA. Avoid screens or LED lights after 8 p.m. They block melatonin production by up to 90%. Helen, 70, said her brain never fully woke up in the morning. She added melatonin and began a screen-free wind-down with soft music and a warm bath. After 2 weeks, she said, "I don't just sleep, I feel restored." So, if you've been waking up tired or feeling foggy before noon, your memory might not need more practice. It might need deeper cleaning while you rest. 6. Oxidative stress, the rust of forgetfulness. Imagine your memory as a set of delicate electrical wires. Now, imagine tiny sparks, over time, slowly burning through them. That's oxidative stress. And for many seniors, it's the hidden reason recall gets harder, focus fades, and names disappear mid-sentence. Oxidative stress happens when free radicals, unstable molecules, build up inside your brain. They act like rust, slowly corroding the very circuits that power your thinking. Your hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for long-term memory, is especially vulnerable. When overloaded with free radicals, it loses plasticity, and memories slip through like water through a cracked glass. One 2016 study on seniors found that higher antioxidant levels were strongly linked to better memory performance and fewer signs of brain shrinkage. So, how do we fight this memory rust? Dr. Hinohara believed in the medicine of the garden, and 2 things he consumed daily are now widely validated. Memory antioxidant duo: 1 cup of wild blueberries, rich in anthocyanins that cross the blood-brain barrier, 200 IU of vitamin E D-alpha tocopherol, protects brain cells from oxidative damage. Blueberries boost blood flow to memory areas within 90 minutes. And vitamin E has been shown to slow memory decline by up to 20% in older adults with mild cognitive changes. Now, meet Dana, a caregiver for her 82-year-old father, Martin. For his birthday, he couldn't remember his grandson's name, so she began blending blueberries into his oatmeal and added a vitamin E capsule after lunch. 2 months later, she said, "He remembered my birthday." My eyes welled up. It felt like I had him back, even for a moment. So if you feel like pieces of your memory are fading, it may not be aging, it may be rust, waiting to be gently cleared. If you've been forgetting more lately, please know this: you are not broken. Your brain may just be asking for a little care. Dr. Hinohara believed memory isn't lost, it's simply out of rhythm. And today, we explored 6 gentle ways to bring it back. From insulin to sleep to the power of a simple walk. You don't need to do everything. Just start with 1 habit, 1 shift, and let that become your turning point. Which one felt right to you? A food, a routine, a quiet change? If this gave you clarity or calm, please subscribe We share weekly science to help you age with strength and softness.